All right, good game for us. Some people said the game didn't mean a lot and all that. Our guys played to win. I thought they played really well. We did play a lot of our backup players, and I thought Cole had a really good game. His quarterback and our new running back, Jeremy Cox, had 120 yards rushing, I believe, and he looked really good. So, I'm glad we gave those guys an opportunity, and they came through for us. Our defense, again, played well. But we play them again next week. So and this is a tough league in that, Orlando won one game. D.C. lost one game to Orlando. So, it's every week. It's every week. So you have to play your best.
Anthony Miller, XFL News Hub. Coach, it seems like over the last few weeks, your running game has really picked up on offense. What's made a change that now you guys have been able to get that running game going?
Yeah, it makes you a more solid team where you don't have to, you don't have to rely on the passing game, which can be, the wind, the weather, those kind of things can be a factor. Whereas the running game, it isn't a factor. If you can run the ball well, then you and get consistent with that, it just puts everything together for you.
Coach Jacob Richmond, JR Sports Texas. This is, I think, your first look at Luis Perez, in particular Luis Perez in the Arlington offense. What were your thoughts on him, and how do you go about keeping him contained like you did next week?
Yeah, he's certainly helped their team, their passing game especially. So, and I've known Luis for a long time. I knew him when he was at Commerce, and a great young man and a really good quarterback. So, but we had a lot of pressure on him. I thought we covered well. He made some plays early. I thought, in the quick passing game, we adjusted that, and I thought we did better. Of course, we got an interception for a touchdown. So, we scored a touchdown on defense, and that wins games for you too.
Now that your team is in the playoffs, how does the mindset change this week in terms of how you're preparing for a game? Does it change for you now that it's playoff time, or do you try to keep things the same?
Well, playoffs. I've been in a lot of playoffs throughout my career, and it's really it's another level. They have to go to another level to be able to compete and play well. So, even though we're playing the same team again next week at our home, we still have to be focused and play our best. And really it's more pressure. It's more pressure to win. That can affect some teams. Some teams it doesn't bother at all. I was just pleased with our team because supposedly this was a meaningless game, and they played really well. So that in an important game, I expect them to play really well also. Yeah, Jeremy Cox had a great game, man. It's been my experience, a guy plays against a team he was with formerly, seems to always come through, and I guess that's a motivation. But he's got talent. He's a talented player, and I'm glad we picked him up, and we'll be able to utilize him the rest of the way. All right.
Just one more question about Kaleb Eleby. How did you feel he performed the first time that he's kind of stepped on the field for your team this year? And how do you feel his development has been over the year? Because I know he's kind of sat behind Brandon Silvers and Cole McDonald.
Right. Kaleb Eleby has worked really hard. He's been behind two good quarterbacks that have played well for us this year and helped us win a lot of games. And I was glad to see him get his opportunity. We want to give him an opportunity also. And I thought he performed pretty well. He had a couple of drops, it looked like. But he played pretty well in the ball game. And I was excited for him to get that opportunity. And he's such a great young man. as a lot of guys, our guys are, but he's a really special, great person besides football player, and I admire that about him.
So, guys, you obviously came away with the win today. You're going to be playing Arlington again on next Saturday. What was it like getting to get another look at them because it's been so long since that first game?
It was good. I mean, we just talked about setting the tone. We play them back-to-back 2 weeks, so it's very interesting. Never really kind of happens in football in any division or any league, playing a team back-to-back. So it was a really good opportunity for us to prepare and, let alone try and put a beat down on them and, get them banged up for next week. So I think it was really well. I feel like we executed and got to clean some stuff up.
I think the focus this week was all about us. Just focusing on what we can do, what we want to do. I think we did a good job today doing that. We play them again next week. It's no secret, but, we had to worry about today, and I think we did a good job of doing that, all areas.
Anthony Miller, XFL News Hub. It seems like you guys have really been picking up on the running game the last few weeks. What has changed that has made the running game so successful for the offense?
Offensive linemen, they're doing a great job up front. They're asking for the run, and, as quarterbacks and as offensive coordinator, when the O-line tell you something, you better do it. So, I know, but I think that we're doing a good job up front. I think we're communicating on all phases, quarterback, coach, linemen, receivers. The receivers are getting good perimeter blocking as well. And I think we're just clicking, man. And obviously the backs that we have, they're electrifying. I mean, you guys see that. So, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.